Surrender is usually never a verb or an action that people name as an ideal activity or goal. Control, independence, and self-sufficiency are often our American ideals. Life transitions such as motherhood, career changes, moving, and more sends those expectations into a disorienting spiral. But it doesn't make us stop trying to control what's going on around us. The irony about finding peace in the midst of the demands and chaos of our exterior lives is that we have to start with our interior lives. And that peace starts with the unthinkable verb surrender. If we were surrendering to nothingness or to an untrustworthy person, that would be foolishness. But the invitation instead is to surrender to God. A friend of mine was going through an incredibly disorienting season, where the life that she thought would be hers was falling apart. As she spent time at a retreat, she was reminded of a question that another friend of hers would ask God as she spent time in musical worship and prayer. How do you want to love me today? Surrender is linked to that question, a question that we're invited to ask God, instead of the friend, the spouse, the family member that might not be able to love or respond to us in a way that matches our expectations. God knows what we need, more than we do, but in order for us to be able to surrender, we need to pause, to stop, to take our agendas, our fears, and our anxieties about what will happen if we don't do ABC, or what won't happen if we do XYZ. And instead say, Jesus, here's the stuff I'm carrying. Here's the hamster wheel, the relentless taskmaster that drives me to places of exhaustion and burnout, trying to do everything on my own strength until Superwoman runs out of gas. Surrender instead helps us to start with prayer. Instead of trying to solve things on our own strength, it gives us a space to view with a level head what we are actually capable of and responsible for, and what's out of our control. Jesus says, "Come all you who are weary and burdened, and I will give you rest." It's an invitation to stop and surrender, to say yes to Jesus and no to other voices who, whether they mean well or not, say, feed me, make me happy, go at 100 miles per hour, be like God. It's an invitation instead to ask Jesus, how do you want to love me today? I'm a new mom of an 8-week-old baby girl. I've been praying and asking Jesus, what do I need to do to prepare to be a faithful mother? And in the stillness, I heard what I did not expect. Receive. Receive motherhood as a gift. Receive the changes of this season as a gift. It wasn't do this, do that. Receiving is a posture of surrender, and I have had to surrender in this season and also receive. I hope that no matter how much this baby cries, sleeps, or coos, I'll be able to ask Jesus each day, how do you want to love me today? And surrender to whatever his response might be.